earlier nations, but He's only giving to this nation. And how nice it is to be able to celebrate the Eid, the Jummah, in this time in Akhir Zaman properly. To fulfill all the sunnats properly. And to come and to worship properly without rushing into the masjid like a thief and coming out like a thief. People are not finding the rest inside the masjid anymore. They're coming into the masjids. Quickly they come in. They pray quickly like a thief and quickly they go out. The masjid is a place, is a jami. Allah, Ya Jami, the one who brings people together. Now, it's showing now in the Akhir Zaman, when the Muslims, they're not spending time in the jami, especially in the Jummah time, that means that they don't want to be a Jamaat. That means they don't want to be a community. Everyone is running after the world, the dunya. And people are what? Falling in love with the dunya. Hubub dunya. That time it doesn't matter if we have billions of Muslims. It doesn't matter if we have millions of masjids. Because the masjid is not just a building. It is who is occupying that building now. Is it going to be believers? It is going to be awliya Allah. Or is it going to be those ones calling themselves Muslims, but you're looking lifestyle, not following Holy Prophet ﷺ. They don't like to be in a group, especially shaitans. They hate Muslims to sit in a circle. Say, no, you must stand in a row. Yo, we're praying in a row. But even then, when you go to Mecca Sharif, you don't pray in a row, you pray in a circle. Isn't it? Around the Kaaba Sharif, you pray in a circle, not in a row. They don't like, because the rows, the circles, is specially blessed now, when you sit in a circle. And that is mentioned in Quran Kareem, mentioned in Hadith Qudsi, mentioned in the Hadith Sharif. Those who are sitting in a circle and remembering their Lord, how blessed they are going to be. So, the masjid, it has stopped becoming a place where people find rest, to escape from the dunya and to remember Allah. First thing, the masjid is not, as the Surah At-Tawbah is saying, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying how the masjid is going to be built. This goes out to so many people. How is the masjid going to be built? The masjid is going to be built by believers, not by governments, not by a board of committee members, not by doctors. There are so many doctors here, I'm saying to their face, not by doctors, but by believers. That time, if you're a believer doctor, of course you can build. You're a believer engineer, of course you can build. It doesn't mean you have money, you're going to build the masjids. You must have the belief. That is most important. Believers, Allah is saying in Surah At-Tawbah, is qualifying the believers. Who these believers are, identifying them. Believers who obey in Allah and His Prophet, and they are worshipping, and they're giving the zakat, and they're believing in the last days. These are the believers, these are the ones who's going to build and to maintain the masjids. If you don't qualify, you're going to build a nice big building, but there's no belief in there. Only believers can give belief. Only those who have light can give light. Only those who have peace, they can give peace. Only those who have Islam, they can bring people to show them the way of Islam. Allah is the turner of hearts. He's going to give Islam to them, but we are opening the way. We are not closing the way. So the masjids in these days, big, empty. Once in a while, Friday, half hour is full, then the rest of the days is finished. You don't believe me? Go to see where it is, how it is. Can we blame the Jamaat? Of course we can blame the Jamaat. But like they say in Turkish too, if the Imam does something, the Jamaat is going to do something worse. You, if you're translating it, they know what you're saying in Turkish. So everything begins from the head. Islam, it is leadership. That's why Islam, it is valuing families. Valuing the head of the family. The father, or the grandfather, or the great-grand, who is the head of the family, you must obey. A leader. Not to say we are now democracy. Can you be democracy? Your father, you and your children. Why not have a democracy? One day your father is going to decide. One day your children are going to decide. Do everything. Can you do it? That's what democracy is teaching, isn't it? Everyone, they're equal. No, you are not. Not even the fingers of your hand, they are equal. Not your fingers. No, none. Nothing in the world is equal. Not even your eyes, they're equal, no? They have different, unique capabilities. The right eye and the left eye, isn't it? So, the masjids now, we leave the Jamaat. Like they say in Turkish too, the fish, it rots from the head. So, now we come, and I'm giving warning to myself too. I'm not pulling myself out of this. Those who are calling themselves imams, imams of masjids. What are you giving to the Jamaat? You must give them something. If you're only coming to masjids, if the imam only knows how to sit up there, and instead of giving waz properly, instead of giving sohbat properly, instead of giving khutbah properly, they're only there, spend a couple of minutes talking about general things, or they're stuck, they don't know what to say, just pick out a couple of ayats from Quran and just give freehand tafsir on the spot. When you're stuck, go to the next ayat and just talk generally like that. But every week, you must stand up and you must say, give zakat, brother. Brother, give zakat. Masjid needs you. Give zakat. We're going to build this. We're going to build that. Collect. Worse now, new style. Not so new. It's been carrying on for years now. Fundraising. Fundraising. The way that the Yahudis and the Christians, they do, now we're fundraising the same to build a masjid. That is not the way. It is not the way. No blessings then that time to the imam or to the ma'mum. No blessings then that time to the masjid. The masjids become empty. Isn't that now a new phenomenon? They're saying, what? Unmosqued? Empty. Masjids are empty because people are running to build the form, to build a building. Anyone can build a building. It is what you're filling the building with. Not just people too, people with belief, people with spirit. How you're going to have people with spirit if you're not training them to have spirit? If you're not raising them to have a spirit? You think Islam, it is so simple to say, no, don't do anything. Islam is easy. Islam is merciful. Just know how to pray 5 times a day. If you can. If you work, just do qaza. Pray 1 time, 1 month a year. That time, try to do as much as you can. It doesn't matter now. During Ramadan time, fasting is most important. Give zakat. Give zakat. Oh, who is giving zakat these days properly? And going to the Hajj. Hajj? No, vacation. Not a Hajj. Going to the Las Vegas of the Middle East. Going there to look like we have the Times Square over here. Empire State Building. People go up to look at Empire State Building. In London, you go up to look at Big Ben. And in Mecca Sharif, you're not looking at the Kaaba anymore. You're looking up to see a clock tower that looks exactly like the tooth of a dog. That is sharp, that is fulfilling the prophecy of the Holy Prophet ﷺ 1400 years ago. The end is coming, is near, when you see these naked and barefoot, destitute Bedouins from the Arabs, and they're racing with each other to build tall buildings. Sharp, like the dog's tooth. It's coming all together now. So, where are you going to find? That's why masjid is different. Dergah, it is different. Masjid is official. Masjid is not there for you to go 1 time a week for the khutbah, and the imam is going to explain to you the 32 farz. He's going to explain to you how to take a wudu. He's going to explain to you how to pray. No, it is not supposed to be. It's become what it is now. They don't know what to say. Imam is not supposed to go up there and talk about his dreams. Imam is not supposed to go up there and just give tafsir as he likes. No, that maqam is a maqam of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Imams don't even know what kind of dua they're supposed to make before they go up there. And we're saying, Astaghfirullah ya Rabbi, this maqam is not our maqam. This honor is not our honor. Then that time, you can comfortably do it. Otherwise, you're assuming something, you're representing Holy Prophet ﷺ at that time, and you're making so many foolish things, so many egoistic mistakes. Heaviness is going to fall, you're going to spray, and in fact, all your Jamaat, that's what's happening today. People are proud, 1 billion Muslims. So what? We have 1 billion headless and heedless, ignorant and arrogant Muslims. You don't need 1 billion, you only need a handful of Muslims that are completely submitting themselves to Allah and His Holy Prophet ﷺ. You can shake the world. Yes, of course you can shake the world. You don't need millions, billions that time. So, the Dargah is the place where you're going to train people how to have faith, how to have submission. That is a place where you are going to train young and old how to know themselves and how to know their Lord. Masjids, you learn all the Zahir knowledge there. You may go for certain classes to learn this and learn that. In these days, like what Shaykh Effendi is saying in the khutbah, don't run to learn so much, because it is poison out there. The more you're learning, the more ignorant and arrogant you're going to become, because they change all the signposts. We're just talking today, this morning, isn't it? How, yes, people are saying, no, it's in Sahih Bukhari. No, it's in the 6 books, isn't it? Muslim, what else? Abu Dawud, Tirmizi, Muwatta, so many. We have few. But say Sahih Bukhari. You think Sahih Bukhari of today is the same as Sahih Bukhari of 100 years ago? Forget 100 years ago, 50 years ago. Try 20 years ago. Try 300 years ago. You think it's the same? It is not. Especially in these days, they cut and they chop and they remove so many things. Is this hiddenly secret? It is out in the open. They're going to take out, and they have already taken out, so many religious majlis around the world, calling themselves Islamic countries. They're doing that. They say, it doesn't fit into this time. Any hadith that Holy Prophet is talking about women, that our feminist voters, they don't like, we're going to remove that. So all the hadiths about women, they're going to remove. All the hadiths, what else? Talking about what? Slaves. Remove that. All the hadiths talking about what? What else? Kingship. Remove that. So you cut and you trim. And what are you going to get? The hadith, Sahih Bukhari, completely different. Especially the hadiths talking about tasawwuf, talking about tarikats, talking about imulatin. They're all being removed now. You don't believe me? Go check it out. Forget about Sahih Bukhari. Quran Karim. Translation. Everyone is saying Abdullah Yusuf Ali, number 1, best. Take Abdullah Yusuf Ali that is published today. Compare that with Abdullah Yusuf Ali that was printed 20 years ago. That you're going to see. They even play around with his translation. So, find that guide who is not dependent on ink and paper. That guide who is depending on the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Find him. That time you'll be okay. You don't have to run around so much. Then whatever that you keep, little thing that you know, and you keep doing it, more blessings will come to you because you're doing that. Because you're not letting go. You start to get more and more and more knowledge, more and more and more confused you're going to get. More you're going to argue with people. People nowadays, they only get knowledge in order to show off anyway. It's not to share. Oh, do you know this? Do you know that? So that I know something. You're coming here and you're challenging. So wrong. It is wrong. So we need to learn how to learn. We need to learn how to learn Islam. Inshallah Rahman. We're asking for the Sahibul Zaman to come quick. To clear up all this mess. Big mess. This mess cannot be cleared up by us. It has to come with heavenly power to clean it up. And may we be ready. May we always stand in the way of haqq and not to let go, inshallah. For the sake of the Holy Prophet, ﷺ, for the sake of the awliya Allah, for the sake of our Sultan al-Awliya, إنه صاحب السيف الفاتحة.